Hello, people. Welcome to Red Farms Academy. My name is Kennedy, a Ghanaian poultry farmer, and also a U.S. Navy veteran. If today is your first time here, people, you're on the right family. Where you talk about poultry, where you talk about farming, fish farming, everything about farming in Africa and also in Ghana. And if today is your first time, what we do is to help you to own your own business and help to encourage one another and also help solve all these poultry farm, these farming issues together. So today, I know you've seen the topic already, right? So let's go into it. What some of the businesses that you can add to your farming or into poultry farming, some of the farms that you can add to your poultry farming. That's some of the stuff. I've done some of them. Some of them I failed, and I just want to let you know. I'll talk to them about to you. Some of them too. It's kind of good, but you're still grinding through it. So some of the things if you're into poultry farming, you can also add to your farming, or you can add it to your poultry. And some of the things too, if you're into different side, if you're into fish farming and other stuff, you can also add into your poultry. One is pig farming. If you're into poultry, you can add pig farming. What is the importance of adding pig farming to your poultry? One is if you have poultry and you want to go into pig farming, mostly when you prepare your own feed, especially people who prepare their own feed, the leftover or the chaff, because some of the machines they have this big sack at the back at the top. So the chaff you can use the whole the leftover feed or the ones in that sack and give it to the birds, or the leftover of the poultry feed give it to the pigs rather. And this time it helps you to minimize the cost of feed you're gonna give it to the pigs. So instead of going out there buying pigs feed, you don't really do that, but you take the feed, the excess feed, or the leftover from the poultry and give it to them. So it's very good to start pig farming with poultry, and it increased very fast. Yes. Did I start one? Yes, I started pig farming with three of them. I went all the way to like 70 something pigs, and the end of the day, through swine flu, I've thought about them before. Through swine flu, all of them just one time like that. It's part of the business. Normally things get to me, but it also, I understand, it's business. So it's very, very lucrative. I started, as I said, I started with it. I was giving it to my farmers, and the day, I did not really sell most of them because until this disaster came in. So it's one of the very lucrative business. They multiply very fast. The next thing is about fish farming. If you want to go, that's one thing that I'm planning this year, to add fish farming into poultry farming. I'm not trying to go in bigger time, but work my way into it. I also, as I always do, chasing the dream. Work my way into it. Maybe start with 200, maybe 500, going that way all the way. Now, because of what I'm saying and the research that I've done is that when you add this kind of stuff, then most of them also eat the poultry feed. Yes, they eat the poultry feed, but this time they're not going to eat the leftovers, but some of the poultry feed that you've prepared. Some of them add water to it and they give it to the, what is the name? The fish. And it's also good because it's kind of the same feed that is surrounding this, kind of the same feed. And there's money in it too. It's a very lucrative business. As I've heard, people buy the fingerlings like one CD, 2 CDs, less than even $1. I mean, not even less than a cent, 50 cents, less than 50 cents, and they just, I don't know, at the end of the day, they just, like, after 6 months, it's like 15, what's the name, 30 CDs, 40 CDs, and that is very big one. And I know most people in Nigeria are really into fish farming. If you compare it to Ghana, Nigerians are more into fish farming compared to Ghana, especially when you talk about fish farming. They are very strong in it. So it's very good. But somebody will say, oh, my land, I don't know where the water log is. I don't have water areas. No, you can use the catapult tank, and that's what I'm trying to use, the catapult tank, and set it up over there. And that is very good for you too, in the environment at the poultry. And you have your water. You can use that clean water to do the fish farm. At least you start with something, and who knows, you may fall with love into it. Continue. And that's one thing I want to start. Next one is mushroom. Yes, I've not told you before. I've done mushroom farming before. It never went well for me. You know what happened? it started very good. Very, I think when I started, it's 2015. Very good, very written, very right. And one thing that happened is after the mushroom has really come out so nice, all what you can see is the mice will come around, eat the whole thing. By the time in the morning they go there, everything is gone. So people had a big problem about it. And the final thing is that I have to stop the the poultry, what is the name? That kind of farming. And the next one that I want to give it to you is maize farming. If you are really into maize farming, it's very good, especially if someone was into this poultry industry. You need maize, you need all that to feed your birds. So I will highly encourage you to add maize farming to it. If you can do it in a commercial level, that is very good. And at the end of the day, it's going to help you to also produce. Even if you can sell it, you can also give it to your best itself. It's very lucrative. So these are some of the style businesses, as I always tell you. You can add it to your poultry farm, and it's going to help you. So people, add these 3 things or 4 things, and if you're into one or another, add another one. Who knows? You may fall into it, and by the time you know, you are already a champion in it. As always say, chase your dreams, and money will follow you. Peace, shalom.